Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway from Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First play, Murray's letting it rip. Escapes the pocket. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And they limit the damage, just a few yards on that game. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Chased out to his right. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Completes this one to Gray. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Back to the air, Murray. Bails out of the pocket quick. Go right side, and McBride has it. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Jukes one defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
He made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
From the gun, it's Murray. He's on the move. He almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Turning to Benson on 3rd. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals finish up an excellent opening series. Trey Benson, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. McCarthy starting off with a throw. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he's tackled for a short gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He'll get this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm sure Coach, your play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. What? We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Darius Robinson there to make the tackle. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Keitrell Clark picks it. And the Cardinals get the football on the first turnover of the contest. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen.
That's grabbed inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals parlay the interception into points. It's a Tez Walker touchdown. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Into traffic, complete. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. First and 10 for him now following the penalty. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Back to the air, McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. Kamara's got it. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Adrian Taylor-Demerson getting there for the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. 16 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The Vikings with some work to do, trailing in this game. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Stevenson can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Drops back. Needs an open man.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. The line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Smith able to put it through, and that'll get him back to 11.
Let's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They kick the running back in motion. Murray here on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense to the line for second down. Another try following the sack. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Looking for a target. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. That's grabbed at the 10. And he gets them what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. He's back to throw. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Keytrell Clark picks it. And the Cardinals watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. This is reeled in by Kamara. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Ashton Davis there on the stop.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
Second and 10 now. He's on the move. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. It's a gain of 22. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. McCarthy to throw it. He won't be able to make the catch. It's incomplete. Defender smart there to get a hand on that one. So that brings up second down.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now it's McCarthy. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Minnesota first down. They run it from the gun with Kamara. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd and 8. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And the Cardinals grab it.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Launches one deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be 2nd down. Now a give. It's Benson headed right. And he's brought down for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Benson's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Cardinals first down. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. Walker holds it in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down, Arizona. Back to the air, Murray. Escapes the pocket. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, but even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the first down.
Here's 2nd and 7. And he's going to score. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals push their lead further to start the half. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals push their lead to 18. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is what elite...
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Hutchinson reels it in. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy escapes out to the left.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. McCarthy looking to throw. It is caught left side. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Here's McCarthy to throw. He's got it! And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. One after trying good by Riker. And the Vikings make it an 11-point ball game. Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team secures the football. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll try it right with Benson. And a little space is all he needed to reach that 35-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals have likely locked up the win right there. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals push their lead to 18. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. Now McCarthy. That's completed right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Locates Jefferson along the sideline, complete. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They're now set for 1st and 10. Back to the air, McCarthy. That's complete to Camaro. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Yeah, this defense is seeing a vulnerable offense right now, an offense that can't protect itself. First and foremost, before you do anything else, you got to make sure you account for everybody. And right now, this defender, well, he's taking this game over.
Smith able to put it through. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
This is a case of just get what you can on the way out the door, okay? It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, but you keep getting some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And the Cardinals' hands team secures the football. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Finds his man Gray. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Second and 3 now. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Murray to throw here on 3rd. Oh, put some heat on this. He's got it deep downfield. And in for the Arizona touchdown. Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cardinals grow the lead now to 22 points. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, McCarthy. On the move, headed right. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball, it's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Vikings electing not to kick it. The offense staying out there. They're going for 2. He's throwing for it. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. You know, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And this will be recovered by the Cardinals. That ought to do it for us here.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
He's going deep this time. Touchdown, Arizona. Ryland now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals stretch the lead to 23. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. McCarthy to throw it. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Nearly an interception on that play. And now they face 2nd down. Now it's McCarthy. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close.